Rawteur. You probably forgot most of these events, but one we all remember was when Jimmy Kimmel's temporary cancellation over a joke dominated both the headlines and the timelines.
ABC says Jimmy Kimmel Live will be preempted indefinitely.
The backlash was immediate. His comments were deemed disrespectful, and his show was pulled from 80% of the viewing public's TVs. That decision triggered a second wave of outrage. Viewers began canceling anything Disney they were subscribed to. Disney Plus, theme park trips, even Disney cruises got the chop. Colbert also got the axe, but his was permanent. See, Paramount said it was a budgetary decision, while others say there was a political motive. A single ad got Sydney Sweeney dragged across our timelines. The ad in question was an American Eagle campaign built around a play on the words jeans and jeans.
Sydney Sweeney has very keen.
You see what I did there, right?
The internet was divided on whether it was nothing to see here or offensive and dog-whistled eugenics. Now, American Eagle released a statement, while Sydney Sweeney chose not to address it at all.
I think that when I have an issue that I want to speak about, people will hear.
This non-response was both applauded and criticized. Eventually, she would go ahead and make a public statement. Now, the Dr. Phil scandal was not on my 2025 bingo card. He was sued for $500 million by his distributor after his media company collapsed and he failed to deliver the promised content. This was also the year Lily Phillips claimed the milestone record for sleeping with 101 men in one day.
Sometimes you'd like disassociate and be like, you know, like it's not like normal sex at all.
Technically, Lily Phillips achieved this feat at the very end of 2024, but most of us only found out about it in 2025. However, her one-time friend, Bonnie Blue, claimed Lily stole her idea. Therefore, a week or two later, she set out to outdo her. See what I did there? And she went on to achieve the milestone of sleeping with 1,057 men in just 12 hours.
I just thoroughly enjoyed the whole day and I had so much
Even
fun.
number 741.
Yeah, I mean, I can't remember who that was, but yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Clap that like button and let me know in the comments below if I missed any of the standout moments. I'll pick a few and make some YouTube shorts on them. Meanwhile, reality hit hard during one of the first tragedies of the year, the Pacific Palisades and Eaton wildfires. Between the dueling fires, over 14,000 acres burned with billions of dollars in losses. Tons of celebrities lost their homes or had significant damage done to them. There was Tyra Banks, Billy Crystal, Jennifer Love Hewitt, Jeff Bridges, Paris Hilton, all just to name a few. Then there was a Fire Aid concert, a benefit concert that raised over $100 million. Now, allegedly, most of the money still has not went to help a lot of the families that were affected. Apparently, most of it is stuck in the hands of various nonprofits. Now, in 2025, we also had a lot of developments in AI. But then who could forget about Tilly Norwood?
AI generated by
3 seasons and a podcast.
AI company Particle 6 presented the first AI actress, and Hollywood agents scrambled to sign her. But then, Zanaya Monáe hit the Billboard charts.
Never show me what to lose or what to defend.
Hi, you guys.
This AI-generated singer was created by human artist Talisha Jones using Suno, and her creation has reportedly signed a $3 million recording contract. I mean, if that didn't make you scream, this won't either. But Scream 7 is being boycotted because Melissa Barrera was fired. See, she was removed from the project after criticizing Israel's actions in Gaza. This was also the year that live streaming went mainstream in a major way. Unfortunately, not always for good reasons. There were a ton of scandals in the streaming world in 2025. One of the most popular live streamers, Emaru, was SA'd at TwitchCon by a fan. And shockingly, Twitch initially only had planned to ban the man from the website for 30 days. Then Nina Lin and Zoe Spencer were both banned after footage resurfaced of them SAing another streamer's cameraman.
I don't think he wants to. Yeah, stay right there, stay right there.
And at this time, Nina Lynn has been permanently banned. Not for SA, but for stealing from Target.
Look, I got me some Target too. Guess how much I paid? $3.99.
Not once,
Not scamming this shit?
I'm with it. Come on, let's go. We out. Yeah.
oh, not twice.
No way, bro. This shit really about to be.
Nina Lynn stole from Target multiple times while on camera. As I was editing, Nina Lynn was officially unbanned on Twitch. Then of course we have notorious nuisance streamers Johnny Somali and Vitali. They were both jailed in Korea and the Philippines respectively for outrageous pranks. Unfortunately, we also lost a ton of celebrities this year. Most recently, we lost Rob Reiner. I'll be keeping an eye on this case. Nick Reiner, who's been charged with 2 counts of first-degree murder in the deaths of his parents, Rob and Michelle, and whose arraignment is slated for early January. We also said farewell to Robert Redford, Diane Keaton, David Lynch, Peter Green, Gene Hackman, Ozzy Osbourne, Malcolm Jamal Warner, and our favorite spy, Michelle Trachtenberg. Hulk Hogan also died. What would the year be without another Blade okey doke? Marvel announced that the movie was still in development early in the year, only to remove it from the release calendar entirely. Of course, the Super Bowl was one to remember.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck.
Fresh off sweeping the Grammys, Kendrick Lamar headlined the Super Bowl 59 halftime show and performed his Drake diss, Not Like Us, which at that point was just a victory lap. Back in the streaming world, Kai Cenat shattered the Twitch record during his month-long Mafiathon 3. He became the first streamer to hit 1 million concurrent paid subscribers on the platform. LeBron James even joined the final stream to personally cut Kai's hair in celebration. Kai had also announced that number 3 was the last Mafiathon. And continuing the trend of subscriber milestones, Mr. Beast achieved 400 million non-paid subscribers on YouTube. For clarity, on Twitch, a follow is free, but you pay to subscribe. On YouTube, a subscription is free, but you pay to become a member. Similar, but different. Then all of a sudden, one day in 2025, we woke up and everyone was Labubu crazy.
What did I get?
The weird big-eared elf from Chinese pop art became a global sensation what feels like overnight. I mean, even the character's balloon float stole the show at the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. And Labubu merchandise sold out worldwide every time there was a release. Analysts have been predicting this for years, and in 2025, we finally saw the effects of peak TV. Basically, there are just too many shows and not enough people watching. Major streamers canceled or didn't review a wave of shows, often after 1 or 2 seasons, in order to cut costs. Slop, rage bait, and 6-7 were the words of the year for 2025, picked by Merriam-Webster, Oxford University Press, and Dictionary.com. If you thought people went crazy for Labubus, Wicked for Good took it up a notch. Speaking of singing, Beyonce finally won the Grammy for Album of the Year. Long overdue. After years of near misses, her country-infused project, Cowboy Carter, got it done.
I just feel very full and very honored. It's been many, many years.
Tom Cruise also achieved his first Oscar. Bittersweet for fans as it was presented at the Governor's Award and is an honorary award.
Thank you all very much for this honor. I'm deeply grateful. Good night.
To me, it's the Academy admitting that his type of movies will never win at the big show. Although, he more than deserves to be recognized for his decades of box office leadership. Another 2025 shocker was Disney's $1 billion investment in AI. Via this deal, Sora got access to over 200 plus Disney characters, but Disney got direct access to OpenAI's artificial intelligence software and will be implementing it in the Disney pipeline for both customer-facing and employee-only apps and features. Twitter users were quick to point out that Disney refused to grant permission for a grieving father to decorate his 4-year-old son's gravestone with Spider-Man artwork. Meta's metaverse has officially died.
Welcome to a place of limitless possibilities.
After all the metaverse hype of 2021, Meta, aka Facebook, sank $10 billion into their own virtual world called Horizon Worlds. The project never took off, so in 2025, Facebook quietly refocused on AI and advertising. After years of insulting people in order to keep ratings high, Simon Cowell finally apologizes for being a dick.
What can I say? I'm sorry.
What are you apologizing for exactly?
Well, just being a dick, you know.
One can only imagine how many people were completely humiliated right out of the industry and out of performing in front of an audience altogether. Not because they weren't talented, but because Simon Cowell needed to keep the ratings high. Comic book movies would have the last laugh, as both Superman and Fantastic Four opened to strong reviews and over $500 million respectively. This was also the year that I learned that the critical drinker knows next to nothing about the comic book movies he criticizes. Don't blame me though, blame the Birdman for exposing the grift. Kevin Spacey was at the top of the headlines the day we all woke up to find out that he was homeless.
Where I have been living in Baltimore is being foreclosed on. My house is being sold at auction.
But not exactly.
I feel it would be disingenuous of me to allow you to believe that I am indeed homeless in the colloquial sense.
But that wasn't the only time the internet collectively jumped Spacey. During an acceptance speech for his Lifetime Achievement Award, Spacey likened his plight to a witch hunt, and the backlash reemerged. Despite his legal victories, Hollywood doesn't seem like it's ready to welcome Kevin Spacey back anytime soon. We all released a collective sigh when a wave of ads hit streaming services even when you're paying a subscription. Surprisingly, the move worked, and streamers gained millions of users on these cheaper ad tiers, suggesting that viewers will tolerate ads for a lower price. 2025 was a great year for anime as well, globally that is. The latest Demon Slayer movie topped Japan's box office and did unprecedented numbers, and Netflix started streaming Studio Ghibli films worldwide. And of course, there was K-pop Demon Hunters.
It's time.
I just realized the two biggest anime movies of the year are demon related. Anyway, the K-pop anime became Netflix's most watched movie ever. It holds the longest consecutive run on their top 10. 4 of the movie's songs hit the top 10 on Billboard Hot 100 at the same time, and the song Golden went number 1 on the Billboard Global 200.
It's a takedown on the chart as K-pop Demon Hunters continues to surge.
Within the last weeks of the year, Ebro, Laura Stiles, and Rosenberg were fired from Hot 97.
There were things that Charlemagne was willing to do that I would have never done. Never. And that's how you get to those big bags.
While Charlemagne the God secured a $200 million 5-year deal with iHeartMedia. From the beginning of the year to the end of the year, the American public were lied to. Attorney General Pam Bondi said that the Epstein client list was on her desk, ready to review.
The DOJ may be releasing the list of Jeffrey Epstein's clients? Will that really happen?
It's sitting on my desk right now to review.
However, the client list was never released. Instead, footage that had raised questions years earlier ended up getting dragged back into the spotlight, and people noticed the same missing minute all over again. For many, myself included, this was the first time we had even heard about it. CoffeeZilla found more than just the missing minute.
We recreated Epstein's prison in 3D to show you the top 5 lies hidden in the government's footage.
Not long after, Trump dismissed the entire thing as a hoax.
I know it's a hoax. It's started by Democrats. It's been run by the Democrats for 4 years.
As that narrative took hold, Pam Bondi jumped back in to clean up the missing minute and backtracked, stating that she said the client list was on her desk for review, not that one existed.
I was asked a question about the client list, and my response was, it's sitting on my desk to be reviewed, meaning the file.
Backlash from this charade turned into pressure, and lawmakers passed the Transparency Act meant to force full disclosure of the Epstein files.
President Trump signing a long-awaited bill forcing the DOJ to release its files on the late notorious sex offender Jeffrey Epstein.
And when the release finally came, it was 11,000 pages or so, page after page of documents, most of them completely redacted. They might as well have just laughed in our faces.
Because a lot of these are redacted. I mean, already you can see we found several files that were once again over 100 pages of redacted information.
That was 2025 in a nutshell. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything, and check this video out next.